Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today, we are going to learn the perfect tenses of the verb. But before that, let us know first the aspects of verb. What is the aspects of verb? So this refers to the verb form that indicates whether the action or condition is ongoing, being repeated, or is completed. Again, aspects of verb talks about the verb form, whether it happens, it will happen, or it already happened. Okay? So we have aspects of verb, the simple tenses, and the progressive tense. So let's review first this one, the simple tense and progressive tense, before we go on to the perfect tenses of verb. So the simple tenses, it has simple past. So for example, I washed the dishes yesterday. So again, in simple past, this action is already done. Okay? So we can add D or ED at the end of the verb. So as you can see in my example, I washed the dishes yesterday. So our verb has been added ED. We added ED to our verb to show that it is in past tense. Okay? To show that it already happened. Okay? Next, we have past progressive. When I say past progressive, this indicates a continuous action that something that was happening or going on at some point in the present. Okay, that is still happening in the present. It happens at the past, but still happening in the present. So, for example, I was washing the dishes when she came. Okay, so this past progressive used to talk about activities that happened over a period of time in the past. Okay, again, this talks about the activities that happened over a period of time, or it happened at the past. Okay, so we can use was or were plus the verb and its ing. Okay, as you can see in my example, I use was plus the verb and ing. I was washing the dishes when she came. Okay, so next one we have the simple present in our simple tense. Simple past followed by the simple present. In simple present, it is happening right now or at the moment. Okay, this talks about simple present talks about what is happening right now. For example, I washes the dishes. Okay, so for the verb form, it depends on the subject. If it's singular, we can add s or es at the end of the verb. But if it's in plural, our verb must stay on its own position, on its own figure. The verb must not, we should not add anything to the verb. Okay, so just like what I use, I washes the dishes. I is a singular noun. So therefore, my verb must have s or es at the end of its word. I washes. Okay, the dishes. I washes the dishes. So washes um, shows that this sentence or this action is happening right now. Okay, next let's proceed to the present progressive tense. Okay, when you say present progressive, this is used to express an idea that an action is happening at the time of speaking. So it indicates a continuous action or something going on right now. Okay, we can use is, or are plus the verb and its ing. Okay, for example, I am washing the dishes. So I am washing. I use and its verb plus ing. I am washing the dishes. Okay, to show that it is happening continuously. Okay, I am washing the dishes. Next, we have the simple future tense. So, for example, let's define first what is simple future. Simple future is an action that will happen in the near future. Okay, it does not happen yet, but it will happen. Okay, So it is about to happen or will happen or will be done in the near future. So we should add will plus the base form of the verb. So as you can see in my example, I will wash the dishes later. So will is being added to our verb, will wash. Okay, this is to show that this will be happening soon. Okay, it will happen in the future. I will wash the dishes later. So let's take a look on its progressive tense, the future progressive tense. I will be washing the dishes at night. So again, in our future progressive tense, this is to indicate a future event that will be ongoing. Okay, will be ongoing. So we should add will be plus the verb and its ing. Okay, I will be washing the dishes at night. Okay, take a look at the examples from simple tense to progressive tense. Our progressive tense, it always has ing at the end of the verb. And what we use here is was, were, are, or is, and will be. So there is be verb that is used in be verb that is used before the main verb. Okay. So now we can proceed to our main lesson. But before that, let's I will read the sentence first and take a look at these red words. Okay. Lang Dulay has been a Tinalak weaver since she was 12 years old. She shall have mastered weaving by the end of the summer. Okay, so let's study these underlined words or phrases. So these sentences shows the perfect tenses of verb. How? Because the perfect tenses of verbs tells the action that have already been completed or perfected. Okay, again, um, the perfect tense tell the action that is already been completed or perfected. So there are the perfect tenses which can be used to show the completed action. So here is it. We have now the perfect tenses. Perfect tenses, let's define first what is a present perfect tense. So a present perfect tense, it tells the action that happened or did not happen in the past, but continues to present. So here in our verb form, we should had or add has or have. Okay, we can use has or have plus the past participle of the verb. So do you know what is the past participle of the verb? So let me tell you first that the past participle of the verb here, we have simple present, simple past, and past participle. So these are the verb that we can use in simple present. Okay, teach, catch, buy, bring, think, fight, seek. Simple past. Okay, thought, caught, brought, taught, bought, sought. And its past participle. So again, we have um, three types of the verb. Okay, so here in sometimes for irregular verb, we can add or change its spelling for its past tense or past participle. But for the regular verb, um, like just like walk, simple present walk, simple past we can add ed at the end walk, and its past participle must also be walk. That has the ed at the end of the word. Okay, so this is now the past participle, the third layer of the verb. Thought, caught, bought, brought, taught, fought, and sought. Okay, let's have for our example in our present perfect tense. Okay, Lang Dulay has been a weaver since she was 12. They have shown different designs on the Tinalak clothes. So as you can see in our sentence, just like what uh, the verb form that we should use, we should have has or have in our sentence to show that it is in a perfect tense. Okay, and we should use the past participle of the verb. Been is the past participle of the word be. Okay, shown is the past participle of the word show, or the verb show. Okay, has been, have shown. Okay, so again, we use has or have plus the past participle of the verb to show that it is in a present perfect tense. Okay, I'll give you another example. I have seen that movie. Okay, I use the have and the past participle seen. I have seen that movie. Next one, she has learned to speak. She has learned to speak. I use has plus the past participle learned. Okay, she has learned to speak. Next, I'll give you another example. I have been to London. I have been to London. So, I use there the word have plus the past participle been. I have been to London. Okay, so has and have plus the past participle. It can show now the present perfect tense. Okay, this indicates the present perfect tense. Now let's have the past perfect tense. Again, the past perfect tense. So in our past, it shows the action which happened before another action was completed. Okay, so the expression before is often used with a verb in our past perfect tense. Again, in our sentences in the past perfect tense, it is usually used the word before, okay, to show that it is already in the past tense, past perfect tense. So we should, again, for verb form, we should use had plus the past participle of the verb. So take a look at this example. We have, they had said a prayer before they harvested abacus stems. Had said, okay, I used had because it is in a past perfect tense. Okay, said is the past participle of the verb say. Okay, next, the weavers had dried the abaca before they tied their strands. Again, the weavers had dried the abaca before they tied their strands. So again, had has been used, and dried is the past participle of the verb dry. Had said, had dried. Okay, and for this we have a before. Okay, just put it in your mind that if in a past perfect tense, it usually has before in the sentence to show that it already happened in the past. Okay, next we have here the future perfect tense. So the future perfect tense, just like the simple future and future progressive, it shows action which will be completed at a specific time in the future. So here, future perfect tense, we use a specific time, before, by, and by the time. Okay, and the verb form that we can use are will and shall have. Okay, will or shall have plus the past participle of the verb. So again, this future perfect tense is used to show the action will be completed before another action before another future action happens. Okay, so this expression we have before, by, and by the time is usually used. Okay, usually used to indicate a completed action before another action. So take a look at this example. The visitors will have arrived by the time she finishes reading. Again, our verb form will have arrived. Will have plus the verb arrive. Okay, and we use the time signals by the time. Okay, the expression by the time to show that it will happen in the near future. Next, she shall have mastered weaving by January. Okay, she shall have mastered. Shall have mastered. Okay, our verb here is mastered, and we use shall have to show that it will happen in the near future. And also these expressions by January. Okay, not today, not tomorrow, but by January. Okay, it will happen on January. Okay, we used here a specific time in the future, which is by January.